Tonight, as I close a long day, I do not seek words of petition, but only want to learn how to say thank you. A small word, yet one my heart seems to have forgotten for so long. There are days I sigh more than I smile. There are mornings I wake and ask myself, do I still have the strength to begin? The world seems too noisy. People hurry past one another, and in the midst of that crowd, I feel lost, like a song out of rhythm in a choir. Lord, there were times I thought I could only give thanks when everything was good, when things went my way, when others understood me, when my dreams were held in my hands. But then you gently showed me, blessing is not only in what is perfect, but hidden even in what is not yet complete, because it is precisely in the gaps that I learn to look up and see you still quietly walking with me. It is precisely in loss that I realize what I need is not more, but to know what is enough. Merciful Father, tonight I come not to list what I lack, but to practice looking back at what I have. Small things, yet enough to keep me standing. A breath, a roof, someone who still loves me though I am not perfect. Perhaps true gratitude does not begin with having much, but begins when I stop comparing. For only when I stop demanding do I realize that every ordinary thing in a day of life is a small miracle from your hand. Lord, please teach me again the word thank you. Not when all is perfect, but when my heart is still tangled. For perhaps, right in what is not yet complete, you are teaching me to love life more truly, and to recognize you in the most ordinary of things. In everything, give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 18. Merciful Father, each time I read this, my heart gently lowers. Not because I do not believe, but because I realize to be grateful in everything is not easy. I can give thanks when sunlight fills the room, when work goes smoothly, when good news arrives, but when rain lingers, when dreams shatter, when the one I love turns away, the word thank you becomes as heavy as a stone in my chest. And yet, Father, you do not teach me to give thanks for everything, but to give thanks in everything. Because you know, this life is not always calm, and the human heart is not always strong. To give thanks in everything is to learn to see you in what seems like loss. It is to recognize light right in the night. It is to believe that even when all falls apart, you are quietly arranging each piece with loving hands. Father, sometimes I feel I have tried enough, yet results are not as I hoped. I do my best, yet doors seem to remain closed. I pray, and the answer is only silence. Then my heart begins to dry. Thanksgiving seems too costly. But then, in those quiet moments, you do not rush to speak. You simply place a small piece in my heart. A piece that does not come because all is well, but because I know you are still there. Lord, perhaps true gratitude is not a reaction when life improves, but a choice to choose faith, though I see nothing, to choose peace, though winds rise, to choose a smile, though tears remain inside. I realize what I desire may not come at times, not because you do not love, but because you want to teach me something greater. That happiness is not only having enough, but knowing enough. Thank you for what I do not yet have. For these remind me I cannot control all things by myself. Thank you for prayers not yet answered, for perhaps you are keeping something better ahead of me. Merciful Father, I want to learn to give thanks among what is not yet perfect. Thanks for the pains that teach me to love. Thanks for the losses that teach me to cherish what I have. Thanks even for those who have left, for they help me learn how to forgive. You know well, sometimes I want to say thank you, yet my throat tightens. Because I fear that if I give thanks, you will think I no longer need your help. But now I understand. To give thanks does not mean I do not need, but that I trust that before I speak, you already know what I need. Father, please help me not to demand that everything be perfect before I see blessing. For if I wait until all is complete, I will never learn to give thanks. Please let me see beauty, even in the broken things, for it is through the crack that your light can shine in. Teach me to be grateful for tears, for through them I learn compassion. Teach me to be grateful for wounds, for through them I learn patience. Teach me to be grateful even for fear, for through it I learn to rely on you more. Lord, thank you for not letting me have everything I want, but giving me enough to learn gratitude. Thank you for not sparing me from every hurt, but letting me see you in each wound. Thank you for not letting me win every battle, but teaching me that victory is not when I stand tallest, but when I do not give up. Father, please help me look back on each day that has passed with the eyes of gratitude, not with the measure of success. For if today I still breathe, still can pray, still can say, thank you, then I have been blessed more than I thought. Lord, when I am weak, teach me to thank you because you are strong. When I am sad, teach me to thank you because you wipe my tears. When I am lost, teach me to thank you because you patiently wait for me to return. For in the end, I understand that true gratitude does not depend on what I have, but on recognizing you are there in every incomplete thing. Please let me say thank you even when the answer has not yet come. For in that very waiting, I have already met you. And then, after days of practicing thank you amid the storm, I realized something strange. Some blessings do not come from what I have, but from your very presence. Merciful Father, thank you because you are still here. Though the world changes, though my heart may waver, you remain, quiet, without judgment, like a small lamp burning through the night, waiting for the lost child to come home. When I am weak, you do not turn away. When I fall, you do not blame. When I am silent, you still listen. And when I say, I am so tired, you whisper softly in the wind. Father knows. Lord, there were times I thought your silence meant absence, but now I understand. Sometimes your silence is the deepest way to love, because only in stillness do I hear my own heart and realize you are there, without thunder, without miracles, just enough peace to know you are here. There are nights when I cannot pray. I only breathe out a long sigh and stare at the dim ceiling. But in that breath, you still whisper to my heart, I am here, my child. Just that, and my heart is already enough. Thank you for not leaving when in weakness I pushed you out of my heart. Thank you for still waiting, still patient, still watching, like a father looking at a child sitting in the dark and waiting for it to lift its head. You do not use power to pull me back. You use love. You do not use might to force me to believe. You use presence to make me want to draw near. Father, sometimes I look for peace too far away and forget that you are that peace. I chase perfection and forget that having you is the most perfect thing in my life. If I could stop just to take one deep breath, I would hear you in my very heartbeat. If I could lift my eyes to the night sky, I would see your light has never gone out. And if I would whisper, thank you, I would see You have been here from the beginning. Only now am I seeing it. Lord, I thank you for each morning I can still open my eyes, for hands that still work, for feet that still walk, and for this heart that still beats in your love. Thank you for those who have walked with me through the years. Thank you for those who have left, for they left spaces in me so I could learn to let you fill them. Thank you for the most ordinary days, mornings with birdsong, afternoons scented with coffee, evenings sitting quietly under warm light. I once thought these were just small details, but now I understand. They are your gifts, simple, yet enough to quiet my heart. Merciful Father, when I sense that you are here, everything else seems less heavy. The burdens are still there, but I do not carry them alone. The questions remain unanswered, but I know. You are holding my hand through each step. If there is one thing I want to learn for the rest of my life, it is to recognize you in every small thing. Amid rushing crowds, amid pressured work, amid rainy nights and drifting thoughts, please let me still see you. And when I see you, I will know how to give thanks, not because everything is better, but because you alone are enough for me. Merciful Father, when my heart has been calmed by your presence, I begin to think of those I love, and even of myself, one still learning to live gently in a stormy world. There are days I feel so small. I want to love, but fear being hurt. I want to believe, but my heart hesitates. And sometimes, amid life's noise, I forget that the most precious thing I have is you. Lord, please teach me to love myself in you, not with pride, but with kindness. Please let me see myself with the eyes you see, like a growing child, sometimes clumsy, yet still loved, forgiven, and awaited. If I lose my way, remind me I can still return. If I am exhausted, let me rest in the Father's arms. If I feel I have nothing left to offer, let me know. This very weakness is the offering you love most. Father, please heal the old wounds in me that still make me fear to love and fear to trust. Please wash away the bitterness still clinging within. Please teach me to forgive, for only the one who forgives is truly free. Let me be grateful when I am loved, and even when I must learn to love again from the beginning. Let me be grateful when I receive, and even when I can only give quietly. For I understand, true love is not only a feeling, but daily patience. Patience to understand another, patience to forgive, and patience to see the good in a hurting soul. Father, I do not need a smooth road, for I know, only when I stumble do I learn to lean on you. Merciful Father, please help me not only to be thankful in my heart, but to express that gratitude in action. Let me live gently, becoming one who carries your peace to others, with a smile, with forgiveness, by choosing to love, though life is not perfect. Merciful Father, I also want to offer a prayer for those around me, my parents, my loved ones, my friends, those I know, and even those I have never met. I pray for my parents, who have quietly borne so much without complaint. Please grant them health, grant them peaceful sleep, and grant them the simple joy of quiet years. If they have ever been saddened by me, please give me the chance to make amends with gentle love. If they have ever wept in silence, please wipe their tears with my very gratitude. I pray for those who are weary, for hearts that have long been unable to find joy. Some try to smile each day, yet carry a heavy sky inside. Lord, please come near them, like a soft breeze in summer night, like a warm touch upon a cooling heart. I pray for those who suffer, for those in loss, for beloved ones gone, for love unfinished, for dreams dissolved. Please let them not feel alone, for you are beside them, even if they have not yet seen it. I pray for those who do good, who quietly sow love in the world. Please keep their hearts steadfast, so that though the world is harsh, there remains in them a small corner to believe in goodness. And I do not forget to pray for those who do wrong, for sometimes they are simply lost souls trying to love in the wrong way. Please, Father, touch them with mercy so they may realize your love is always greater than every fault. Merciful Father, let your love become the beat of my heart, so I may live gently in a hurried world. Teach me to listen more than speak, to understand rather than judge, to embrace rather than push away. Let me find joy in bringing peace to others. When I smile at a stranger, when I forgive a small offense, when I intercede for someone in pain, let me see. In that very moment, you are smiling within me, and if ever I grow weak again, let me remember. True gratitude is not in what I have, but in still choosing to love, still choosing to believe, still choosing to say thank you, even when life is not yet complete. Father, I offer this prayer for myself and for all who are listening. Please keep us in the same breath of peace. Let your love be the stream running through every heart, from me to another and back to you. For in the end, we are all small souls, learning to say thank you, even amid what is not yet perfect. And I believe when gratitude spreads, this world will grow a little kinder, a little gentler, and far closer to you. Lord, tonight, as I sit with you, in a small room with only warm lamplight and the wind's soft sound outside the eaves, I realize what I truly need is not a perfect life, but a heart that knows gratitude amid what is incomplete. There are days I see others' lives shining brighter, and my heart sinks at my own lack. But then, when I let my heart grow still, you remind me, everything I have, though small, is grace. I thank you for mornings I still wake, for breath still steady, for light that still arrives, no matter how long the night. I thank you for the tears that show my heart is still soft, for the unhealed wounds that teach me to feel for others, and for small disappointments, through which I learn that true joy is not where all goes smoothly, but where you are present. Merciful Father, I thank you for the things you have taken from me, plans unfulfilled, people I could not keep, doors closed just when I did not understand. Now I know. Many things you did not give were not because I was unworthy, but because you knew they would make me forget you. I thank you for trials, for only in the days I am weak do I see how strong you are. I thank you for life's winding paths, for when I lost my way, you set before me a gentle light, just enough to show me the road home. You know, there were times I asked you to change everything, change people, change work, change circumstances. But now, I only ask you to change my heart. For when the heart changes, everything around it changes as well. Please give me eyes that see through gratitude, to see that even on rainy days, you are watering my soul. Please give me a heart that loves with trust, so that though people are not perfect, I can forgive as you have forgiven me. Lord, I am grateful that you do not demand I understand all, only that I keep believing. You do not demand I am always strong, only that I run back to you when I am weak. And you do not demand I am always joyful, only that I still choose to give thanks, even through tears. Father, I affirm my faith tonight, not with grand promises, but with the stillness of trust. I believe you are working in my life, though I have not yet seen it. I believe you still hold my hand, though I have not yet felt it. And I believe all that is happening, good or bad, is leading me closer to you. Therefore, I do not ask you to remove the hardship, but to keep my heart at peace within it. I do not ask you to change others, but to help me love them within my human limits. I do not ask you to make me perfect, but to teach me gratitude right in what is unfinished. Dear Lord, if tomorrow my heart grows weary again, please remind me of tonight, the night I learned to give thanks, not because life was easy, but because you were here. Please keep my faith steady as breath. Keep my hope bright as a small candle in the night, and keep my heart soft to say thank you, even when life is not what I want. For as long as I can still give thanks, I am still living in your love. And when I live in that love, nothing is truly lost. I am only being taught more how to love, how to believe, and how to see miracles in the most ordinary things. Now, when the night is truly quiet and the day's noise has faded into the dark, I too want to let my heart grow still. No more pleading, no more searching, only one small desire, to remain in your peace. In the dim light of the room, I feel you near, not with words, but with a gentle presence resting upon my heart, as if you are sitting there, silent, yet knowing all. You do not blame. You only look at me with eyes that melt all fear. I realize peace does not come from having things as I want them, but from learning to trust that you are at work, even when I understand nothing. Peace is not when I have everything, but when I believe that you are enough. If tomorrow I must walk a road still unclear, please let me carry this light. If there are things I must release, please let me release without fear. For you will always hold what remains for me. If my heart grows tired again, please remind me peace is never lost. I only need to pause and hear you breathing within me. Beloved one, please place your hand upon my heart as a blessing. Please erase what I cannot forget and keep what I need to grow in love. Please let tonight's sleep be a journey home, where I rest in your arms, without worry, without fear. Please also bless those who are listening to this prayer. Wherever they are, let them feel a warmth from you, a small breeze enough to calm their hearts. Let their night pass like a lullaby, and when they awaken, let the morning light touch them like your kiss. I know life will still have things unfinished, but now I no longer need it to be perfect. For if you remain, everything is enough. Please keep me in the light of your peace, so that even if I forget to pray, you still remember my name. Even if I lose my way, you still find me. And even if I grow weak, you still love me as from the very beginning. Now, I whisper one last word, not to end, but to let my heart sink into your stillness. Amen. Amen. Like a breath, like a thank you without needing a reason, like a truly quiet night where you are here guarding my peace.